Welcome everybody to another episode of Reincarnated as a podcaster.
As a what?
He said porncaster. I heard him.
Porncaster. No. Reincarnated as a podcaster. I am your host for today, the Ed Boy, the Edster, and I'm here with the Forest.
The Edster.
The Edster.
Edmeister.
The Edmeister.
It's like a superhero name.
Edster.
And we got the Bobber.
The Bobber.
Bobbert.
The Bobster.
Thanks, I hate it.
The Forester.
That's just a normal name.
And today we're going to talk about Shin, Kamen Rider.
This movie.
I know it came out a while ago, but
A year ago, I think.
yeah, it came out on Amazon Prime at the end of July.
Just like we always are.
We're always on time.
Always 10 years late.
Yeah!
Wait until the next videos we post. We're going to be really behind on some stuff.
Woo! If we're talking about Shin Kamen Rider, so far, I mean, I've just been a fan of the Shin series in general, which I guess at this point it's only 2 movies because I haven't seen Ultraman yet.
I mean, I do like the tokusatsu or whatever genre.
Yeah.
Like the Sentai Tokusatsu stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a very
same,
big fan.
same.
That movie was long as fuck, bro.
This
movie?
Yeah, it was long as shit.
I'm just like,
I'll look it up.
this is a whole season. It's a whole season of a show in
one movie.
In one movie.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I remember, watching. Well, maybe it's a testament to the type of story too, right? I remember watching Shin Godzilla, and that one I'm just like, oh, we good, right?
It's different.
It's different, but it's different. I understand that.
yeah.
I understand that. It's different. But this movie did feel long.
I've watched this twice.
2 hours and 1 minute.
Yeah.
Felt like three,
Well,
bro.
it said like 122, and but it
yeah.
it did
It felt
feel
like
like a
3
3-hour
hours.
movie.
Well, I remember we were watching with Cam, and he's just like, is it over yet? He's like, we got like 4 more villains.
Dude, I went to watch it with my girlfriend in the theaters when
Yeah.
it came out.
I'm sorry.
She's like, when is this ending? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
It just keeps going.
It's going and it
Not
keeps
move
going.
the mouse to see what was left. I said it's still good. It's just you meet like 5 villains.
Just
It's the
giving
same
just
like
giving you a warning that's long as fuck.
it's like there's 5 villains. It's the same thing that goes over and over again.
So like instead of monster of the week, it's monster of the every 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, it's Spider-Man, and then he dies, and then it's
Spider.
oh
Oh no, the centipede or the fuck. Oh, the vampire.
Yeah.
That's not a bug.
no, no.
The bat. The bat.
Yeah, the bat, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These are just animals, right?
Well, yeah, because it's Spooderman, and then it's Batman,
And then there is a
and
Scorpion
then
Lady.
it's Blue Beetle,
And then,
Oh, wait,
then
these
there's
are all
Wasp
movies.
And then it
Lady.
was Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, and then the Wasp.
Ah.
Wait, who stole from who?
And then it was the half prime mantis,
Half
chameleon,
What a weird combo.
and a butterfly,
Yeah.
and a
Butterfly.
robot, and a Matrix lady,
And people that had sticks that blew up when they hit shit with, and they killed themselves.
and then they turned into jizz.
yes,
Yes.
jizz, foamy jizz.
A weird movie.
Somehow we went from soap at the beginning to foamy jizz.
But it's always weird, right? Sentai Tokusatsu stuff is just inherently
But this movie
kind of weird.
brings it from like, yeah, it's a yeah.
Oh, dude, the beginning, that first fight scene. Oh my lord! I'm like Hideaki Anno, my man. I understand you gotta put your own little dark spin to some of this stuff, right? But good lordy, I wasn't expecting a bloodbath in the first fight
If you haven't
scene.
seen it, imagine this. First scene is the Kamen Rider on a motorcycle with this bitch. And you just straight into it.
Yep.
It's just a chase scene, shaky cam. You're like, whoa, what's going on? Who are these people? I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the funny thing to me because this happens twice, right? But the ability that the villains have of playing Tetris with trucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'm like, what the fuck is here?
Is astounding.
my favorite's either they Tetris them and they leave a small slot that the guy can go through, or they just go over it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Because in that same scene, because there's the two, right? And then there's like the spider in the middle, and at first I'm like, the fuck? But you know, whatever's, right? It's tokusatsu, right? I'm not gonna question this. As a kid who grew up on fucking Power Rangers, you don't ask these questions. But it's going. But then they get to the roadblock, and the roadblock's like two trucks on top of each other, like this or some bullshit.
It was so fucking weird.
And I was just like, wait, what?
The spider thing also got me weird because I kept thinking of who's the martial artist that did the splits between two trucks?
Oh, Van Damme?
Van Damme.
Yeah.
That's like I kept thinking the spider was just fucking Van Damme doing splits up there for some
I
reason.
mean,
Like,
you don't know. He had a mask on.
it was weird. It was weird to say.
Weird. Anyway, after these explosions and getting over two trucks that were Tetrised, there's a fight scene, and then just immediately he punches someone to the face, and he just blows them. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is what happens if someone actually did Kali Ma in real life. It would
Well,
just explode.
It's funny to me, right? You think about it, right? If somehow, you're watching
superhuman
this.
strength.
Well, you're watching this and you've never seen any tokusatsu anything, or your only exposure to it is like Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
You think of watching Power Rangers, but the Power Ranger punches a dude and there's a bunch of blood and gore and guts. that is what the opening of this is, which is not normal. By the way.
What?
It catches you off guard.
But it does
what
catch you
the
off guard.
fuck?
It's basically Power Rangers. They punch the guy and then they just threw blood at a wall.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
After every
It was
Oh,
It was
no,
great.
That dude that got punched in the face, and just his face just like concave.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I'm like, that's not where I was expecting this movie to go. But
Yeah.
great.
That's off real.
And then Spooder Man shows up.
I like Spooder Man.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
God, the main girl is just so fucking boring.
I don't know why she was there. It's like they added a love interest or like a person you're supposed to care for.
Yeah.
But they gave her like 5 lines.
You know what this reminds me of? Obviously, I'm gonna bring like Evangelion.
Give her the worst personality.
It's Rin?
It's like if you took like Rei and Asuka together and you went like this, but you only took the worst parts of each character.
You're like,
and you
she
put them
doesn't fight for herself.
Wait, what's the worst part of Asuka?
Oh, Asuka and Rin?
That's what I said.
You said Rin, freaking Rei.
Inside joke.
And then it's a joke. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever fully been like a fan of like the hardcore tsundere characters. That's just not my thing.
She's not. The other person wasn't tsundere.
But it's
just
similar.
like,
It's the standoffishness. It's just like the fuck you. I can help myself kind of.
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
But I'm changing, so you should come closer because I can't change by myself. What?
Jack me off. What?
What? but and then there's like the flatness of the Rei character without just like the softness of the Rei character.
So flat.
But
No offense, lady.
no, I mean that's
It's
just
probably
that's how the
direction,
character is,
yeah.
and that's how it's portrayed, right? 'Cause she's supposed to be almost machine-like.
Yeah.
And then obviously the main character, Kamen Rider, does remind me of Shinji a little bit at the beginning. There's a lot of the getting the robot Shinji. It's a get in the helmet.
Put the helmet on.
Get in the helmet, Hongo.
Get in the helmet. Go for a ride. So you can power up.
Exactly.
Get on the motorcycle.
Get on the motorcycle, Hongo. There's a lot of those vibes.
I'm a grasshopper. No.
I kill people.
I agree with Bob though. I would be like, no, why a grasshopper?
I know. but it's different. I think it's different than that. I don't think that's the vibe he's giving off, right? He's like, why couldn't I be another bug?
He's more like, why do I have to kill these people?
Why?
Oh, they're trying to kill me.
But that's the vibe. The beginning of the beginning of this movie has a very much of a get on the motorcycle, Hongo vibes.
It's like the guy knows how to write one thing.
Himself.
Yeah. It's like, remember we watched Shin Godzilla? It's like, Shin Godzilla, shoot your fire breath. He's like, no.
And then he does. And
Then he
it's
kills
glorious.
him.
And then he goes remote and all the lasers.
Yeah, all the lasers. Yeah.
That's why same thing like when Shinji went into the robot. Shit finally happened.
And then goes berserk mode.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, this man can only write one
Story.
I can't wait to watch the next one.
I haven't seen Shin Ultraman yet. Is it the same?
Probably.
Get in the Ultraman. Like, what?
But yeah, there's a little bit of that in the beginning of this movie. I mean, it has your very traditional like hero's journey arc for your traditional just superhero
just
origin, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're this thing. Here's the scientist that's supposed to be a father figure, but you know him for 5 seconds, and then he dies.
Yeah. Oh no, my uncle. Yeah, here we go again.
Yeah. Here we
More
go again.
powers.
Yeah, and then
Government agency shows
Yep.
up, and you're supposed to help us because these people are bad. We're like, what?
If you don't
But
help
I'm a
us,
grasshopper.
all I can do is jump.
And then it just goes from, I guess you would say, Kamen Rider episode to Kamen Rider episode
As fast
in
as you
as
can.
fast as you could possibly do it.
Oh no, Spooderman dead. Oh no, Wasp Lady.
And I feel like, to me, that's because I don't mind the movie and I understand what it is and I understand tokusatsu enough to not really really super care.
Oh no.
It's over the top, but it's great.
Yeah, but I do. I mean, I feel, because like I said, I don't know how Ultraman is, so it's kind of hard to compare it in that sense. But I feel like Shin Godzilla it's like a very clear direction of what that movie wanted to be and what its story is. Where this movie, it feels like, because I don't remember the show super well either. Because I think I've only seen like
Parts
of it, never like fully. It almost feels like, I have to get through a season of this show in like
2 hours.
in 2 hours.
I'm gonna condense 30 episodes in 2 hours.
So it doesn't feel like a movie. It just feels like
they're speed running the show.
it feels like they're speed running the show.
It's spark notes of a whole season.
Pretty much.
Which, I mean, there's things to be said about like superhero fatigue and that kind of stuff in films anyway, right? Especially in the West, right?
Yeah.
And the way we see things. And so we're used to the origin story and everything, and we're used to that I guess you could say villain of the one movie.
The one main villain, or maybe two if you're lucky.
And so, and it works. It works for what it is, even if it is boring at this point, right? But yeah.
What was the goal? I forgot the goal of the main bad guy. Did he wanted to make a world of just bug people?
He wanted to make the Matrix.
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Classic
he called it the Habitat.
Right.
But it's the Matrix.
Great name.
Because basically what he wanted to do was take everybody's soul, their prana,
Yeah.
and stick it in a simulation, basically, where no one can die anymore.
Well, I've seen this before. It's like Evangelion.
Wait.
It's the Human Instrumentality Project. Wait a minute.
This is the third impact.
I didn't put that together watching it now, but now that it's coming out of my mouth.
Dude, I can't wait for Shin Ava.
Shit, Evangelion.
Ah, shit.
See, my issue, like, you basically caught over it, is that they kind of sped around so many just like characters.
My favorite sped run was when they killed Scorpion Lady off screen. Yeah, we shot her to death.
It was harder to
It
do.
was so stupid. Cause that's my favorite scene, I think, is like,
When she's just moaning and
No.
they're like, mm-hmm.
no, it was like, you hear the gunshots and she's like eating all the bullets. She's like, can't get hit. All her people die around her. And she's like, oh, she's the bulletproof one, not everybody else. And you're like, oh, so I can't wait to see this fight scene. And then it just cuts to like the camera's in the guy's face constantly. Remember, fuck the camera guy in this movie. It was just like, okay, we're gonna see his face the whole time. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. It's all you hear. And he's like, we got her. You're like, what?
My favorite scene is where the random dude has like a stick with the bomb at the end, and he taps the truck, and he just dies.
I forgot about it.
Well, so I think that's supposed to be like a distraction, right?
There's a distraction for something,
Because
but they're blowing up the train.
Yeah.
And that was the whole distraction, was blowing up the train. But it's just the stupid guy running out with the sticker. And the explosions in this movie are just top tier.
the CG explosions, the CG in this show is just it's something else.
Dude, that bad CG was pretty bad.
I think the worst CG was the motorcycle
In the
chase.
tunnel at
towards
the
the
end.
like, what the fuck? This is CG done at its worst.
The Tetris Tonka
The
truck.
Tonka
Is
truck.
this also Toy? Or what company does this?
It's Toy.
So it is Toy. Toy, you went from this to that. God.
They don't want to pay their animators or their special
There's
effects
the
people.
special effects people.
Just make it dark and make it CG.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite of the
villains?
Yeah.
Of the villains, Wasp.
Yeah,
You
Wasp
like
is
Wasp?
great.
Yeah. I like Wasp.
Wasp was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I did like Spider-Man in the beginning.
I like the Ara lady. This is the Wasp.
Wasp lady.
Yeah, Wasp
She
lady.
did.
Yeah.
A lot.
I've been waiting for you. I'm like, whoa, okay.
I think the Chameleon Mantis was the worst.
He didn't have enough screen
No.
time.
He's just like, stab. And you're like,
I'm here.
Kills
you're like,
the bitch.
oh no, my favorite lady.
I was supposed to care about her. Oh no.
And I think that's the other thing too. Like, I feel like it is a little bit of a disservice to your character because you could have a character you don't like at the beginning, right? And then you can grow on them, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
You never do.
There's no time to grow.
There's no time.
There's like monster, little talk, monster.
Yeah,
You're
there's
like,
just no
oh,
time, and then
man.
she does these things, and then you have that moment where like her soul is in his helmet, and he's watching the video, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, because movie, you just never made me care about you. It's like, I mean, okay, you know, it's like the only thing you wrote down is like you're going to be a pretty face with a flat personality. And you're just going to be irrationally angry at the beginning of this movie. And then you're slowly going to become Dede. But
I watched this twice, but I couldn't quite get it. So it was like her uncle dies at the end, right?
Yeah.
But then you find out she's not really a person,
you mean her brother?
but she has a brother. No, because they killed the scientist at the beginning.
That's like her dad.
That's her dad. That was
Yeah.
her uncle.
No, it's her dad.
So her dad dies. Her mom's already dead, and then she has a brother.
Yeah, but she never met the mom.
Oh, and then
Because she's like a biological
she's not
experiment.
even she's not even real.
She's not human. Because that's what she says. She's like, oh, because she shows you the picture, right?
Yeah.
Of like the dad with the kid and the mom dies, so the kid's just like, wah, and the dad's like, wah, right?
You let my mom die, so
And
I'm
so-
gonna be evil.
And, yeah, exactly, basically. So the dad's just like, I'm gonna make super whatever's now.
It's like
Hybrid
Evangelion,
people.
where the scientist lets his wife die
Yeah.
in an experiment.
Except Shinji doesn't have a sibling or something to that degree. That's the main villain.
I would
Or is that
say-
what Kawaru is?
I would say Ray is like
Koala
it's a. I don't know, Ray's her mom. Ray's his mom, bro.
Yeah,
And sex interest.
And yeah, that's fucking weird.
but I mean,
Nothing about it.
Evangelion is just weird when you really think about it.
Nothing about it. No,
You think about Evangelion, all you start picking up some weird vibes going down.
talking about Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. But yeah, and that's what she is. And then she was like biologically created to like process things almost to help.
With her
That's why she got the
eyes.
blue
With her
eyes.
eyes.
I downloaded the Matrix, basically, but
I like the random robot that kept pouring flowers in his pocket.
Yeah.
he just show up. Boop. I feel like that's a TV thing we didn't understand.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It's probably part of
No,
the
because
show.
it kind of explains it in the movie a little bit. Because the robot is like the embodiment of that organization,
yeah,
but they never
still.
really like fight the
doesn't do
robot.
anything.
Yeah.
I feel like if you watch the original show, maybe this hits different.
Well, I feel like this what this was. It sounds like we're shitting on it. We probably are, but like I think this movie is like a 5 or a 6. But I think out of enjoyment, I think it's more like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just you're watching it not to be like, oh, what's going on? You're watching it like you'd watch Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You want to see just dumb shit, some fucking poses.
Yeah.
Him do a backflip every 10
well,
minutes.
and that's the thing. Well, if you don't like tokusatsu,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like this movie.
Yeah.
Because you just don't. Because you don't like it. It's not gonna change your mind.
Oh, no.
It's not gonna like. It's not like a subversion. It is straight up pure
Oh, yeah.
like tokusatsu.
My favorite shot is when he does the fucking flip and he
into the kick.
No.
just the regular. He's like,
Oh, when
the
he goes
shot
backwards.
the shot from the bottom, and then he does the flip, right?
Oh, and it does it twice. It's a whoop and a half flip, and then he does the stuff.
Yeah, I love that one.
No, I thought
I love the fucking kick.
The kick is
Yeah.
great. You know someone's dying when he does the kick because you're like, it's his finishing move.
Finishing move, yeah.
It's like wrestling. You're there
I'm
for
not
the
gonna
finishing.
lie. I love the fucking sound effects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, dude, the mask was actually really dope.
yeah.
I love the custom design. It's
Yeah.
top tier.
There is
Dude.
12 out of 10. I want my own.
When they're fighting and like the blood coming out of the mask,
yeah.
I'm like, that's
Oh,
pretty cool.
I did like how so the bottom mouth goes in, but the mouth also
Can open,
like animates.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Dude, the motorcycle scene where it first transforms, I was like, dude, that's badass.
That made
and
no-
then his like helmet does the
And
transformation
then
and
his belt
stuff.
gets the power.
Yeah.
It still makes no sense
Just
to me.
spin it, just
Why would you want a motorcycle that looks boring? I would always have it at full mode.
yeah.
Maybe
Why wouldn't you use your Kamen Rider helmet as your motorcycle helmet?
Yeah, also never made
Like, what the
sense to
fuck would you
me.
just transform into a basic motorcycle helmet?
He's like, I don't want people to know who I am.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
No one knows who you are already.
You're a bug. No one cares.
I want to see. I just want to see a random biker down the street with just the
Like
fucking
a Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider helmet.
If you want one, they're on Etsy for like $300.
What a deal.
What a deal!
Yeah.
But I know. I mean, the costume design, just in general. I mean,
All the designs were great.
I've always loved costume design and tokusatsu stuff. Anyway,
I loved it. Every time I looked at it, I'm like, man, must be hot as shit, bro.
Yeah. Fucking leather outfit plus all the armor
And
plus
the
the helmet.
scarf and
Well, the scarf at least makes you look cool. Remember,
yeah.
red is for heroes.
That's right. That's right.
Don't forget that line. Very important.
red are superheroes.
So if you see some asshole wearing a blue scarf, fuck that guy. He's not a hero.
He's not a hero. He's a villain.
But-
The Kamen Rider 2 was cool. His fight scene was pretty.
Oh, yeah.
When he
Dragon
comes
Ball
up,
Z.
yeah. Ah.
Dude, that's just
Power.
awesome. Yeah.
What'd you rate this? What'd you rate it for you? I don't give a shit what you think the movie should be rated.
8.
8?
8.
That's what
I was gonna. Oh, frick.
I think it's an 8.
Yeah.
I think it's just too fun.
It's just fucking long.
Yeah. I think it's a movie that you pause about halfway through, go get a snack.
Well, you can.
Refresh.
It's easy to do that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you just pause between a fight scene or
Because
after a
it's
fight
fun.
scene.
It's very guilty pleasure-y.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, I love the genre,
Right?
right?
You split 30-minute increments and you watch it in 4 days.
You watch it as a show.
Yeah, you watch it as a show.
it in like 20-minute pieces.
Watch people get their ass kicked. You pause it. You go do shit and then come back.
And you come back. For me, I don't know. For me, it's like 7.5.
Okay.
There was one character that was from the government agency. He's in a Netflix show where men can't get pregnant, and I could only see that guy because that was the character he played. And I was like, he's not pregnant, man.
That's funny.
What a great show. What a great show.
That's hilarious. I do. It's funny because I don't say it, but I do love some of the editing in here, like some of the shot to. So like when they're doing like the briefing and stuff, and then it's just the guilty pleasure of what it is. Like none of it makes sense. They're talking in the house, and then they're in an office, and then they're back in the house.
Now they're on the beach.
Yeah.
And now they're going somewhere. Yeah.
I just had a realization.
They don't have insulation in their houses.
Hey, yes, that scene made no goddamn sense. But no, this whole time we've been talking about Kamen Rider.
Right.
And you like Kamen Rider a lot. Some would say you painted stuff. We
did.
never put it in the goddamn shot.
Oh,
Fuck!
Pull them off real quick before we end it at some point. Grab them.
Okay,
Grab
hold
them.
on, hold on. Okay.
put it on the floor.
So this one is
That's not Kamen Rider. We don't like that show.
This one is that one, and let's do.
Just hold them. Oh! Goku!
Gogeta!
Gogeta.
Ah! I'll come back together later. Don't
Split
worry.
in half.
But either way, you know, speaking of
We should have
Kamen Rider.
This is our commercial break.
Sorry. Well, we have prints of these right now. If you want them, you have to hit us up on our Instagram. Yeah, it's not on our store yet. Or you can come see us coming soon. But anyway.
Feels like a
might find us at a convention near you.
Yeah, we're going to a lot of them this year.
But
Next year.
but Kamen Rider's great. As you can see,
Yeah.
it's a
great
the fans.
design.
Yeah,
I had fun.
Kamen Rider 2, I think, was my favorite.
he's
Out of the
great.
two?
He was
Yeah.
the less Shinji.
Yeah, the less
of him.
Shinji-ish of him.
He
He's
did.
like, God, I hate being alone.
I love how he changes. At the beginning, he's like, "I'm a lone wolf," and then later he's like, "You know what?
I hate being
I don't like being alone. This kind of sucks."
Dude, being alone for 2 hours is rough.
That guy was like, I'm gonna go help Hongo.
Yep.
He's right.
He's
I'm gonna go
right.
kick some ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick some ass.
And then turn into jizz.
And then Hongo dies. Rip.
Spoilers.
It doesn't matter.
And then
You're
the
this
other
far
guy
in.
is like, do you want to carry his legacy? Well, rebuild his soul is in his helmet.
And her soul too.
Her soul is
They're
in
both.
her helmet.
He's like, I could ride around with my friends.
I will never be alone. My favorite line is the Ichimonji, go faster. I can feel the wind.
Dude, some of these lines. I
I'm
said
like,
my,
what the fuck?
my favorite lines, like, with the red scarf, is like, heroes wear red. That's why I'm getting you. My favorite was the it almost looked like a cuck like scene when they both had the red scarf, but the one fades away. He's like, the scarf.
Oh, yeah.
So
The
fucking
bad guy's scarf was white.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know if they said the significance of it.
No.
I don't think they did
That dude was zesty and he kicked ass.
Yeah, he did.
until he lost his power.
Until yeah.
Basically, 5 minutes in.
They nerfed him. He used all his power in the first 5 minutes.
Yep.
Dude, he was like, I can barely feel anything. He's kicking ass. And he's like,
whoa.
he's like, oh, I'm now tired.
Oh shit.
You're like, dude, you barely fought.
And then he gets headbutt to death.
Best way to die.
Yeah.
Shatters the Kamen Rider mask. And then they give him a paint job at the end.
They do. And then he rides into the sunset.
Yep.
10 out of 10. Would watch again.
Good movie. It's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. Like I said, it's 2 hours. Feels like 3.
It's like,
It's a horrible movie. You should go watch it now.
but it's fun. It's a fun film.
So
if you like the
if
stuff.
you like things that are ridiculous, go watch it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think this is a recommendation.
Yeah, it's great.
And even if you don't like it, like Susachu movies, just maybe watch it. Tokusatsu.
At least watch
Just watch
the spider ant. The
Yeah.
spider
Oh,
Spider
the
arc.
The first like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Just watching him kick ass in the first. I think it's the best fight scene.
And then he's like, I'm a grasshopper. I killed people.
It's a great meme, I think this movie is.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Thank you again.
Thank you
And then
guys
he
again.
gets in the robot.
And then he gets in the
And he
robot.
kicks ass.
Thank you everybody for watching. Am I supposed to say this things that everybody's supposed to say?
Like, subscribe. If you want
like,
to support us,
Comment.
Share.
Did you
Yeah,
like
sure.
Kamen Rider? Have
Definitely
you seen
share.
Kamen Rider? Do
Have
you
you
agree with
seen
us?
it?
Did you hate it?
if you love Kamen Rider, the only way to say you love Kamen Rider is buy our prints. If you don't love Kamen Rider, we won't have any sales.
We won't be at a convention.
But again, thank you everybody for watching up to here. Until next time. See ya.